just joined, I will repeat myself. We have unconfirmed reports that there's been a shooting at the White House. We have unconfirmed reports. There is a possible active shooter at the White House right now as we speak. The condition of the president is unknown. We have unconfirmed reports that the chief of staff, among other White House personnel, have been shot. The current situation is unraveling and mostly unknown. We're trying to get in contact with White House personnel or Secret Service personnel to figure out what exactly is going on currently. Okay, stand by for updates. Okay, it looks like we have the Secret Service Director on the line. Could someone give me the Secret Service Director? Mr. Recon, how do you read? How do you hear me? This is Zach Godbout, Centrist News. How do you hear? Okay. He's typing in, Secret Service Director Recon is typing in chat, so I will relay what he's saying. Mr. Recon, are you aware of the situation that's going on right now? We had reports that, hold on, we have new reports coming in at this time. Okay, we have unconfirmed reports that the president is believed to be okay. As his Twitter was just seen liking, no, James. Okay. Mr. Secret Service Director, do you know do you know what's happening at the White House? Do you know what the status is at the White House? Is there an active shooter? Is there or is there not an active shooter right now? Okay. We have confirmation from the director of the Secret Service that shots have been fired at the White House. I'm not sure if it is, Okay, we have the president on the line. Mr. President, you're on the line.
Hi, so I'm okay and alive. Thanks to our valiant Secret Service agents, we quickly evacuated the ballroom and rushed from the residency to the Situation Room in the West Wing. We are currently on lockdown.
We have confirmed reports that Senator Pink has been shot. We have has been shot at the White House. This verifies the plan. We can confirm at this time there's an active shooter at the White House. The president is okay. Senator Pink has been shot. White House Chief of Staff Zach is believed to have been shot. And we are unsure if anyone else has been shot. Vice President Tier has been shot. We have confirmation that Vice President Tier has been shot as well. We have one agent down. Getting reports from the Secret Service that there is at least one Secret Service agent dead. We have confirmation at this time that Vice President Tier, Senator Pink, White House Chief of Staff Zach, and at least one Secret Service agent have been shot. Their conditions are unknown, but we do have confirmation that the President is fine. The Secret Service Director is fine. Okay, Secret Service Director has given us the identity of the shooter. The identity of the shooter is 626, young, wild, and free.
That's a false report. We're in the bunker right now. They evac'd me.
Okay.
I think he's being framed.
Okay, so, shooter is unidentified then.
Yeah. That is a false report.
We're also getting reports that the Vice President himself is the shooter. Is this possible?
It was all just such a flash. We rushed out of the ballroom, the West Room.
Okay. And we have we've been contacted by Senator Pink. We have confirmation that he has a non-fatal. His gunshot wound is non-fatal, and he's expected to make a full recovery. Okay, we have confirmation that the Director of the Secret Service has been shot.
Oh my.
2 agents down. 2 Secret Service agents are dead. The Secret Service Director has been shot. The White House Chief of Staff has been shot. The Vice President has been shot. A senator has been shot. And at least 2 Secret Service agents have been shot. What's the situation now, Mr. President?
I think I just came cross paths with the shooter. We're currently hiding out. I might have to go. I have to hide. I don't want the shooter to hear me.
Okay.
Well, I'll put a tweet out or something.
Still tweeting in your possible final hours. This is a escalating situation. The Secret Service Director is claiming that the Vice President is the confirmed shooter. He saw him before he shot me. He saw him before he shot him. We're also getting we're getting reports that Senator Pink has been shot. We're also getting reports from the Chief Justice that he has not been shot, but the Vice President's claiming he has been shot. The status of Senator Pink is currently unknown. And James, for roleplay purposes, I'm still with you, but I just couldn't be in game.
Yes.
But
you had to leave. You have to record. You're on the air right now, broadcasting from the White House Situation Room.
Well, no, I'm like.
Alright, someone tell me what the hell just happened.
Okay, listen, mute yourself. This is we're in the middle of a news report. I'll give you a sit rep. Alright, for Mr. Jarvis, who just joined, we have confirmation that there's an active shooter in the White House. Multiple personnel have been shot. Multiple statuses are unknown, but we do know that the Vice President has been shot. The White House Chief of Staff has been shot. The President is okay. The Secret Service Director has been shot. And at least 2 Secret Service agents are dead. And the status of Senator Pink is unknown. We're getting deviating reports that he has been shot. We're also getting other reports that he hasn't been shot. So, okay, Pink. We now have 2 reports over 1 that he hasn't been shot. So we're pretty confident that Senator Pink has not been shot at this time.
How is the president?
The president is okay. From the reports that we have, the president is in the Situation Room and is unharmed.
Shooter down. shooter.
Shooter's down? Shooter's down?
Yes.
Is this confirmed? Can we get anyone to second this?
There could be more. There could be more shooters.
Okay, we have incoming reports that the shooter has been shot, or we're also getting reports that there may be more than one shooter, so at least one shooter has been shot. At least one shooter is dead at this time. The shooter is dead. We have 2 confirmations that the shooter is dead. We're awaiting incoming reports on if there are more than one active shooter at this time. There's more gunshots. We're getting reports of more gunshots despite the shooter being dead. We may be suspecting a secondary shooter. Not sure though, we cannot confirm at this time.
God.
Okay, I'm outside the White House. I've left the White House. I'm on the sidewalk outside. I probably shouldn't be saying this.
We have confirmation from Senator Pink that he has been injured. We're not sure what he's been injured from. Possibly an unconfirmed gunshot. Not sure. We're getting more confirmation that there's a second shooter. We can confirm at this time that there's at least one secondary shooter at this time. We are expecting this to be deemed a terrorist attack. According to a report from the Chief Justice, the secondary shooter is wearing a baseball cap. So to anyone who's tuning into this, who's on the grounds of the White House, if you see a man, or actually their gender is unconfirmed, if you see anyone,
yeah, don't assume the gender, you sexist.
If you see anyone in a baseball cap, they're possibly the secondary shooter. Avoid them at all costs. It was a man in a baseball cap. We have confirmation at this time it was a male in a baseball cap. We do have confirmation that Senator Pink has indeed been shot. He is still alive, though. His condition.
Has anyone died?
Yes, we can confirm at this time that there are at least 2 fatalities. Who are there? 2 Secret Service agents.
Yeah, I guess who's becoming the next vice president? Me!
Alright, stop talking. This is a news report. This is all being recorded.
Oh, well, I am part of the news.
No, you're not.
Zach, you're the chief of staff and you're reporting on it when you've been shot.
I'm in like a different character right now. Just act as if I'm not Zach right now.
Then what's your name?
My name's Zach, but just act as if I'm not the chief of staff right now.
So, you're a different Zach?
Alright, can you stop, Cody?
I'm asking them important questions.
Alright, I'm just gonna mute you.
Are you muting freedom of speech?
Just we're trying to have a legitimate situation here. Okay, we have unconfirmed reports that the second shooter has been shot. We have 2 incoming reports that the second shooter has been shot. Okay, we can confirm at this time that the secondary shooter is dead. We're awaiting any more incoming reports. Is the Secret Service director? Is the White House has it been evacuated at this time? Do we know the status of those who have been shot? Do we know the status of the vice president?
Everyone but the vice president is accounted for.
Okay.
I'm now joined with a citizen, a Secret Service agent, another citizen, Senator Pink, and Chief Justice.
Okay. So we do have confirmed reports that everyone who has been shot, with the exception of 2 Secret Service agents, are still living, except for the Vice President. We cannot confirm if the Vice President is dead or not, but the Vice President has been deemed missing in action, or MIA. His current status is unknown. We have 2 KIA killed in action, 1 MIA missing in action. Everyone else has been accounted for.
And the Secret Service director is unaccounted for. I don't know if I said that or not, but
okay,
I've
so
just noticed he's unaccounted.
We have 2 missing in action. Wait, but the Secret Service director has been talking in chat, so we can confirm the Secret Service director is still alive. He's still alive.
Okay, good.
Just his location is unknown.
We need a doctor. Shouldn't wait? Dr. Jarvis might be somewhere in the White House.
I'm pretty sure Dr. Jarvis is a psychiatrist, not a...
He has an MD. His profession is psychology, but he has an MD.
Where is everybody?
Okay, we have a doctor with us now. Dr. Jarvis is here.
Where is everyone rendezvousing?
We are in an undisclosed secure location at the White House complex.
Okay. Are there any more shooters? Do we have any more shooters?
It's been mostly silent now.
Okay. So
Oh wait, who doesn't have clearance to be in this room?
I don't think anyone in this room besides you and me have clearance to be in this room. Oh, and our Secret Service agent. The rest are all ball guests, but we had to evacuate them somewhere.
Where's the Vice President? That's all we need.
The Vice President is unaccounted for. There were reports that the Vice President was or is the shooter or a shooter.
But
we're still figuring things out.
There's also reports that the Vice President himself has been shot.
Yes, I killed a shooter, or the shooter. Well, we know there was a multiple shooter because after I killed this man, gunshots were continued to be fired from another location at the White House complex.
I say we nuked the White House.
This situation, Cody, this is a public broadcast. All of this is being recorded. And
yeah, but we're under attack.
this situation has now been unraveling for about 18 minutes, 30 seconds.
How many minutes?
About 18 minutes.
Oh, God.
Just only talk if you have something helpful to say. We see that that Centrist News national security analyst narrator is in this chat. Narrator, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, narrator, as the national security analyst, what do you make of all this situation? We have an active shooting in the White House.
Well, an active shooting in the White House, as we know, is a very serious situation. Currently, as we've heard, is that there's multiple shooters, and there have been multiple KIAs of White House staff and Secret Service. So this is a huge breach in our nation's national security.
Mm-hmm. How do you think this will affect White House security in the future, and possible any security of high priority buildings in the future?
Personally, I don't think much will change besides perhaps better training for Secret Service agents in order to disarm a shooter, perhaps even kill the shooter, faster. And yeah, exactly. Make sure that there are more positions open for Secret Service and ensure the president's security at all times. during balls and public events.
Yeah. Do you think this will be? Do you think this situation, just like how 9/11 had on airport security, do you think this will have a similar impact on general security?
I think it would be foolish for White House staff to not increase security after an event like this.
Okay. Do you have anything else to add on the situation?
No, that's all.
All right, we'll keep you updated. Thank you for pitching in.
No problem.
That was Centrist News national security analyst narrator. All right, looking through some new reports here. We have unconfirmed reports of a possible third shooter. So we have incoming reports from a still alive Secret Service personnel who's claiming that the Secret Service was undermanned for the event. And we have incoming reports from White House staff that the president was immediately evacuated before any of the shooters entered the West Room. Okay, we have unconfirmed reports of continued gunfire. Not sure if this is caused by a third shooter or a possible Secret Service personnel or other military personnel. We have unconfirmed reports that the president has been shot. We have confirmed reports that there's a third shooter. We can't confirm at this time that there's a third shooter.
Zach, I can confirm the West Wing is clear.
Okay, Roger. And we can confirm as incoming report from Cody Jarvis that the West Wing is clear. We have multiple reports that the president is dead. We have multiple reports that the president is dead.
I can confirm that's not true.
Okay.
Give me a gun. Give me a gun, James.
I do not believe the president is on the line anymore. Narrator, what do you make of this? We now have unconfirmed reports that the president may be dead. The president may be dead.
This is obviously a huge catastrophe, an enormous breach in our national security. I can't even predict what would what's going to become of ZUSA after this.
Wait, we have unconfirmed reports that the third shooter is the NASA is either the NASA administrator or deputy, or never mind, disregard. We have unconfirmed reports that the third shooter may be NASA personnel, may be part of NASA personnel. Oh, he's the clerk. Oh my gosh. The clerk of the Supreme Court.
I can't confirm that the Secret Service director is canned for and alive.
Okay, so we can confirm now, like Cody Jarvis, that the Secret Service director is alive. And we have unconfirmed reports that the third shooter was the clerk of the Supreme Court. We do have confirmed reports, though, that he has been killed. Come in. Yeah.
Zach, there's more unconfirmed reports of more shots in the White House.
Okay, Roger. I'll review them.
Zach, we got another suspect down. He was Supreme Court clerk.
Yeah, we already went over that. The third shooter.
How do I reload a gun? Damn. I'm on mobile. Sucks.
We have unconfirmed reports that the shooting, the actual cause of the shooting may have been, it may have been anti-white, by anti-white radicalists.
I can confirm the doctor is hiding in a bathroom stall.
This is a,
I was hiding in a bathroom stall when one of the first shooters was on a rampage. He came through the bathrooms in the basement of the West Wing near the Situation Rooms in the Peoc, and that is where I took him down.
Does anyone know the status of the president? Is the president alive?
The president is alive and well.
Okay. This is quite the situation.
I think we might have lost the president.
Well, it looks like the horrors I pointed out in my broadcast earlier today with Our Interesting World ended up coming true. Just it wasn't Captain Sims.
You never know.
Unconfirmed reports that the president has been shot and killed.
Yeah. We also have unconfirmed reports that the vice president has been shot and killed.
Yeah, there's been some talk that the vice president is actually one of the shooters. What do you make of that, Zach?
Well, I think we got two sides of the story here. We got some people saying the vice president is a victim of it and has been shot. We have some people saying the vice president is one of the shooters. So we're going to have to wait until the situation ends to figure out what exactly the vice president plays in the situation. I can confirm I am not the shooter.
We have lost the president.
Is that confirmed?
The president is missing.
The president is MIA?
Yes, he's missing right at the moment. We can confirm that he's not missing anymore.
Okay. This is an unraveling emergency report from Centrist News. This is also a out of roleplay for a second. This is a legitimate roleplay shooting, correct? So everything that happens here actually would actually die in roleplay?
I
don't know.
say.
All I know is someone started shooting. I am currently in hiding in an undisclosed location with Dr. Jarvis.
Was there a designated survivor for this event?
No.
there
No.
weren't
The president's still alive, though.
Yeah, but just if the president dies, and if a bunch of cabinet members dies, there needs to be some sort of designated survivor.
There's a line of succession.
But for every major event, there should be a designated survivor. So if everyone else dies, well, let's see. Who is a?
Can you bring this up now, not in the meetings yesterday, and prep for the event?
Well, I didn't think of it at the time. But who is part of the line of succession that isn't at the event right now?
The vice president is gone, completely gone, MIA or KIA.
We're getting unconfirmed reports that the Associate Justice has found the Vice President's body. We're also seeing the Vice President is walking around.
Can we confirm that we've had no contact from the Vice President since the shooting began?
And I killed the shooter.
They can confirm that.
The Vice President may be a prime suspect here, but who is in the line of succession that isn't at this event? Is there?
I don't think anyone.
So this may be a little problem. If everyone at that event dies, there's going to be no one in the line of succession. Or well, there will be people in the line of succession. Just it'll get very complicated.
The only person I could think of would be the Senate Majority Leader, who isn't officially on the line of succession, but the three members who aren't in the line of succession were all at the event. The Vice President, myself, and the President Pro Tempore.
Mm-hmm. James, since this is a legitimate shooting, if you get shot, you're no longer alive. Are you actually freaking out?
All I know is that someone started shooting, And here's the facts. We heard gunshots from outside of the West Room. I had no idea what was happening. I didn't realize there was a shooting occurring at first. And Secret Service were extremely swift in evacuating myself and all guests. Mm-hmm. And the only person with weapons were those two agents, myself, and the vice president.